We just got a nice set of gear from CRDBAG. We're super excited with everything film equipment to be partnering and working alongside CRDBAG. We're now trying to supply most of our gear with CRDBAG stuff, and we're going to talk about some of their gear and their organizational bags. All right, so we're gonna go through the stuff that we have here. So first off, we've got 5 different bags. We've got the small bag, the mini, the medium, the large. Right behind here, we've got an extra large. Then we go into patches. So the patches go on all the different bags and pouches. And then right here, we've got different buckle styles. So we've got your basic ones, then we've got your colored navy green ones. They also call them the Maglock moles. And then right at the front here, one of my most exciting things that we get to try out today is the grid lids. Super excited to try this out, very customizable. Let's get into opening it. All right, so we've got the moles to start with. These are the buckles. So you can see here, it's got the nice logo on the front. Click the buttons on the side and you can just open it up, just like that. These are pretty simple. Move these to the side, we'll look at those later. So these ones are 2-piece ones. So you can see on the back, you actually click this button and you can pull these 2 apart. A little bit different, but same thing. Click the 2 buttons together and you can open them up. So we'll open those up and we will put those to the side for right now, and we'll get back to those once we get to the cases. All right, the next thing, the patches. What's cool with these is the patches are actually stuck on Velcro, which stays on this board. So we can actually leave these right on this board because these are attached. So we'll leave these here for right now and we'll look back at them in a little bit. All right, so now we've got the mini. And just like the patches, check this out. I love the detail that they put on all their products. Just adding that extra piece of Velcro, so you're already using the product right before you actually get to use the product for your shoot. All right, now we're gonna go to the small bag. You can see the small bag here. The medium bag here. So very similar style, just a little bit bigger. The large bag here. The extra large bag. And then we've got the lid. So the lid comes with an installation guide here. So for the grid, this is basically what you're gonna see at the top of your case now. The back is your main sheets of Velcro, and you can tell this is nice thick Velcro, so you know what's gonna hold. And then they also equipped you with a nice piece of foam and Velcro, and then of course, 3M tape. And then this will just sit on top just like that. And then this will be at the top of your case. All right, so now let's actually go into details on these different bags. So first off, we've got this mini bag here. It's the only one that has a little bit different of a style. It's got this zipper that just slightly actually crosses over the bag. How unique is that? And you can tell these zippers, they're nice and firm and you know that they're gonna last. Same thing with the top. How often do you have it where you can't open the zipper or the zipper snaps? And then just inside this case, you've got a very nice, thick plastic. And then on the front of this case, we actually have this little slit here you can see on the front where you can slide in tags as well as right on the top here. So just like the other cases where there's this plastic here as a protector to label things, you've got that on the front just because it's a smaller case, and then your Velcro so you can put patches on it. So now let's go into the other bags. We're only gonna go into one of them just because these are all kind of the same style. So why don't we start with a medium size case? So medium size case, you can see they're actually labeled on the bottom here. So if you're ever wondering what case you're using, it says right there on the bottom. Very convenient. Same thing, you've got a little bit of a protector at the top of the bag, or the top of the zipper here. Nice, thick material. Really like the materials that they use for these cases. Same thing, nice, firm zip. On the inside, you can see there's a little bit of a material here actually to stop it, to make sure that it's waterproof, make sure it's protected. And one of the things a lot of bags don't normally have is it's see-through. You can actually see right through these, but it still has this material on it. It just has a nice design to it. And then inside these cases, if you look, not only is it just a pouch, there's actually another zipper along the bottom here. So you can put a few other things on the back here as well. Plus, each bag comes with CRDBAG's full name and their logo. All right, so we've got a few different things that we're gonna use these bags for. So, for example, say the small bag. You could put things like some nice cables. You know, when you're using cables for your camera, if you want to throw some SD cards in here, go for it. Batteries. This is good for some of those smaller things that are easy to get lost. Heck, you can even put a lens cap in this. And then say if you want to go over to the medium bag, you know, we can label this as an audio bag. We've got a Sennheiser G3 here, so you can put, say, a couple Sennheisers in here. Same thing, throw in your audio cable, and for this bag, we're gonna put this cable actually in this back pouch. Might as well, since we have it here. It just helps you get a little bit more organization. And the best part is not only do you have spots for labels, which I'll show you in a little bit, you can actually see right through the bag. How convenient is that? And then these larger bags, you can actually use them for a slate. So we can open this up, nice big pouch, and they're meant to fit a full slate in them, just like that. Look at that, you can put some pretty big products in these bags. Now, let's get into some of the accessories for these bags. So first things first, we've got the exciting patches. So this is what's really, really nice. CRDBAG is all about making sure things are more organized, easier to find things, and a heavy-duty system to do so. And they also make it so it's fully modular. So if you want to say, for example, I've got audio stuff. So let's pull out our audio tag. We can throw audio here, and heck, let's throw a blue logo, blue for everything film equipment here. We can just throw this on the top. And now we've got this perfectly labeled for audio gear. And if we say want to change these over and put it in a new bag, all we gotta do is just move it over. Now this bag's for audio. We're gonna just stick with this main medium pouch here. On the back, you can see we've got this system here. So these clips, what you would do is you'd go into a system such as this lid, you'd grab your clip. You can see there's a little gap at the back here. So now that we've got these clips on here, we can just lay it down flat, keep the clips open, and then we just gotta feed these through here. Just like that. We can do both of them. Once these are both in, all we gotta do is just flip that down, push the pieces together, and just like that, we've now got a grid system. How cool is that? Having grids where you can put all of your different pieces and you can play around with different sizes. So if you want to do a big one and then do a small one, you can do that, whatever you want. It's so convenient and so easy to use. We're excited to try more of these products out and get some more in our inventory. Thank you, CRDBAG, for sending some of these products and working alongside us. We're excited to do some more with you. If you want to check out their store and check out some of their products, we'll have a link down below. Otherwise, we appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions about these products. We'll be happy to answer these as best as we can. Otherwise, if you have any ideas for people we can collaborate with in the future or videos we can make in the future, let us know down below. Otherwise, we're going to continue using CRDBAG for most of our organization products and all of our pouches especially. We're really happy with the results that we've seen from these bags so far, and we're excited to continue using them.